Hey, what's up guys? Just about to head into the studio, super excited to make a beat today. No idea what I'm going to be cooking up, just going to be cooking up something, just finding a dope sample and going from there. I actually wanted to show you guys how I record my samples into the computer to then put into my DAW, and maybe a little bit where I get the samples as well. Okay, so I found this sample here that I think I might be able to do something with. We'll definitely see how it comes out at the end of the video. So the way that I record the samples to my computer without having to use any method, like go to a website and then you put the link in and then it downloads, and then yeah, you can do it that way, but just in case you can't or don't want to do it that way, I just use this here. I use Audacity, and what you just got to do is you just got to set it up so that your recording device is the same as your playback device, and this will record any sounds that come into your computer. So in this case it's just the sample, so all we do is hit record, play on the sample. Would you Typically this is not the place where I go for samples, Soulman68. This just popped up in my recommended and it happened to sound good, but usually where I go is Vinyl Frontier 2. And I go to playlists. They've got jazz loops, they've got Latin loops, like drum breaks, horror loops, soul loops, soul gospel. They've got such a range of references, and this is why this is my go-to place for actually getting samples.
How rude!
So I'm just going to get right to chopping that up. I use SliceX. I think I have more control over the sample when I use that. If you do, or if you don't and you want to, just a few little quick tips for the start of getting into it is tick off or deselect auto dump, and loop's always handy to put on as well. But this one's super important because if you make chops in this section here, it'll put it into the piano roll as sequential chops, like chop 1, chop 2, chop 3, kind of like Fruity Slicer does. Personally, I don't like that, so I turn that off so that I can arrange them however I want. So I'm going to try and slice it up in SliceX first and see if that works. If that doesn't work, I'm going to try slice it up in the playlist.
Years later.
Okay, so the sample at that pitch isn't really working out, so I'm gonna pitch it up or down or whatever and see if that changes anything. For those who want to know a bit more about SliceX, to pitch it, you use the master pitch here, and you just pitch it up or down to your liking. I haven't yet figured out a way to time stretch the chops in that little section. It pitches it, but it doesn't time stretch it as well like you can do in the playlist. If anyone knows how to do that, by the way, let me know. I'd be really grateful for that. Okay, so I'm not going to run it through SliceX. I'm going to try now to chop it up through the playlist, and we might have some better results that way.
I never
Okay, so this sample has been more of a difficult sample to work with than I originally thought, but I thought that I'll just stick with it. I've actually changed the intro here. It's got like a filter on the start, the beat comes in and then the filter turns off. Just trying to keep this beat like just super simple. What I like about it is that it's kind of got like a Ninth Wonder vibe to it. It's like kind of like super choppy but super catchy and like super boom bappy, you know what I mean? The beat's not finished. It definitely needs some EQ, probably a little bit more of arranging, but I'm going to play you out with the beat now just to show you what I've got. It was a difficult challenge to work with the sample, but I stuck with it anyway, and yeah, this is what we got. As always, thanks for watching. Again, thanks to my new subscribers. Catch you next time.